The game is finally starting. I was getting pretty scared that it wasn't going to stream for me. I've had multiple problems with it before. However, it looks like it is going to be able to stream as well as spectate the games, so this is wonderful. Definitely excited to see these two teams. Yes, it's working. I am so happy. It is working correctly. Gonna have to get used to the AI again, but there we go. Um, there we go. 1 second. Here we go, boys. It's working. I'm so happy. All right. Wonderful. It's working. I am a happy boy. People now getting started. Okay, buying their items. Looks like everybody's connected and there isn't any issues, so this should be a straight run and shouldn't take long at all. This is the Inhumans versus Vyse Nation. Game number 1 featuring Cdon 24 on the side of the Inhumans in the jungle, partnered with Potty Racer in the mid lane. Going to be using Freya and Nemesis in their own right. Sir Hobbsy in the solo as Vamana. Dark Mantle in the duo, partnered with Gods Hitman, repping Rama and Ganesha in the very first game. Sagi Taco going to be taking Potty Racer's God away, using the Thoth upgrade only in the duo lane as Chiron Astro Kitty on Terra. I is Patricia in the solo lane as Ravana, and Black Bullet 9 on the late game Mercury. Curious to see that Potty Racer isn't using Soulstone on the Fray to start. You actually are able to regen mana faster than you use it with the Soulstone. I'll think something I was pretty sure most Freya players knew, but he might not have. However, the mana regen from Sands of Time is no joke either. Gives him the luxury of building some extra mana, some extra health pots if he so wishes. But just regular starts, nothing super outlier right now. All the team, nobody taking any risks, which is something very familiar for any game 1 setting. So no invades, nothing spicy. Clear going to be pretty equal there. Over in the duo lane, however, Inhumans opted to start in lane, being that the minions now meet much quicker now, and are now going to go to the jungle to confirm their buffs. On the side of Vyse Nation, however, they started at the buffs and are going to ignore the very first wave of minions that are coming through and opt to just get control of their jungle and make sure that isn't invaded. Neutral camp's going to be confirmed by the Inhumans here. Good farm by both teams right now. Both of them have their rhythm down, just a little bit different in playstyle, so it's already good to see subtle differences come through. Patricia on the losing end of a little bit of a poke war, however, with all the minions already down, Hobbsy in a little bit of trouble here, going to be forced to use his curse to get himself out of trouble. An unfortunate play by him, going to be really low on health and going to have to burn a lot of potions. However, it might not work. First blood going the way of Vyse Nation. Is Patricia able to run down Sir Hobbsby, who made the wrong play trying to fight into those minions right there and confirm more farm for himself. A little too greedy there, and that's going to go towards Vyse Nation and give them the first blood play. Cdon going to go to that lane and try and keep Patricia from getting as little solo farm as he can. Try and give him all the pressure. Try to help Hobbsy get back into it, but losing that first blood is definitely not good, especially in the solo lane. God's Hitman in a lot of trouble over in the dual lane. A couple more autos and an ability should probably do it. Upgrade only doesn't have the cooldown on his masterful shot. Astro Kitty, however, is right there. Going to be able to avoid that damage. God's Hitman able to get out of it. However, Dark Mantle trying to look for retribution. Potty Racer is there with that rotation. However, upgrade only able to juke himself out of that one as well. Almost spelling further disaster for the Inhumans, but the jukes were on point for God's Hitman to get himself out of that situation barely. Headed into the jungle is Cdon 24. Cdon, I expect him to have a really good game. I have high expectations for this dude and what he's capable of in the jungle, and I think the Inhumans definitely have high expectations of it as well. So much of what they do rides on their jungler being successful and having all of the opportunities to make a play. God's Hitman finally able to get back into the lane and get back to farming. Only a 300-ish gold deficit right now, just that first blood, and even with the mishaps that happened over in that dual lane, I think their start, which got them that first wave as well as both of their buffs, is going to help them sustain the small deficit that they have between the two teams right now, but nothing huge has gone on other than that first blood play over and right. However, I think Sir Hobbsy definitely got a wake-up call there, and he's going to be playing this a lot more clean and hopefully come swinging into the early to mid suite. The early to mid transition, he can come in swinging. Still quiet all around the map, other than that first blood play, which was just a 1 versus 1 scenario. None of the rest of the team made any risks to try and get that play. It's going to put Patricia at a bit of a lead above everybody else in the game, but it's not significant, so no true damage has been done to the Inhumans yet. However, over in this duo side, look, trying to find the last shot, and he will upgrade, only able to get himself on the board. Dark Mantle in a lot of trouble here. The masterful shot is going to be there to get the slow. However, the training exercise is not going to land, and neither is the stun. Astro Kitty not getting the combo off to hold Dark Mantle down long enough for his carry to get the kill. Patricia got poked out over and right, however, no damage, no harm. However, Black Bullet 9 tried to make a play. The beads coming out from Dark Mantle probably going to be saving his life there. Had he had that dash online, Black Bullet probably would have tried to make a play to get that CC. However, with the beads coming up, with his beads being up, there was really no potential for a kill, only a way to burn the beads, which he did. So definitely looking to see a play happen over in the left side lane as soon as a couple more ultimates come up online. I haven't seen very much of Vamana play in the actual league, and ranked I see him every once in a while, but somebody like Hobbsy being probably being an expert on the character, Vamana does bring a lot to a team fight, and he sustains through the lane very well. Vamana is an answer to a lot of solo laners that bring a lot of pressure and a lot of damage like Ravana, so I think the matchup, it doesn't tilt either way. However, with that misplay in the beginning, it puts him on his heels. Vamana is still doing pretty good in that matchup, so I think Hobbsy just knows what he's capable of and knows his counter picks. I think that was definitely not planned. However, he understood that if he was going to be subbing in for a team, he wanted to play something that he was comfortable with and would do well in most matchups, and Vamana, I think, is definitely the answer to that. Still so quiet around the map. Even with 2 kills, Vyse isn't up by much more than about 600 gold, so much more than 500-ish gold, 600-ish gold. Not a lot considering they have 2 kills and a whole lot of pressure going on around the map. Oracle is going to be started and probably confirmed by Vyse. Inhumans not even responding to this, nor do I think they had any idea. The Gold Fury also going to be started, however, Potty Racer going to be the one to spot this one out. I think he has his ultimate online, however, they're going to try and confirm it. Dark Mantle's there with the ultimate, going to be sniping a couple. Not enough damage out to make a play, and no kill is going to happen out of that, and only lost 1 ultimate, so Vyse Nation able to get the ultimate out of Dark Mantle and further put him at a disadvantage, especially with his beads still being down. Not able to land any of that pulse damage and get the slow to try and combo into it. However, still as a Freya player, you want to have as much swagger as you possibly can and try and hit as many abilities. Her poke is insane, so if you can start hitting those, I could definitely see that matchup starting to sway in the Freya's into Potty Racer's favor. But still, just a slow game so far. Now cutting that lead to about 300, 400, slowly evening it up as much as they can, but no harm. No harm has really been done by Vyse. Those 2 kills haven't really meant anything. I think the ward game could be improved by both teams right now to get more vision on the major objectives that they're going to start looking for instead of trying to fight, but still pretty even on both sides. Hobbsy just hovering around in the right jungle. I think he's going to be just clearing these side camps here and maximizing his farm. I thought possibly there was going to be a rotation happening mid lane. However, God's Hitman is going to be filling that role, patrolling around the mid lane, leaving the Hunters all alone over in the left to duke it out and decide their own fate. But it's pretty much how any high-end professional game needs to be happening, is leaving the Hunters alone and left and fighting all across the right side of the map and around the Gold Fury when the time arises. just going to be confirming their damage buff. Still nothing huge happening from either team and nobody taking risks. Such a safe and farm, a very safe played and farm oriented game right now. No fight happening mid. Looks like they came in to try and get some poke out, but nothing going to come of it. Those left mid camps going to be going the way of Vyse Nation. No problem there. Everybody just rotating, confirming buffs, and farming the jungle as much as they can. Right now on the map, there's only a blue buff, a purple puff, and a side camp all standing right now. So I expect to see a possible fight or a skirmish happening somewhere, and it looks like it's going to be happening over in the duo lane. Dark Mantle going to be caught with his active down, it looks like. Black Bullet able to secure the kill onto him with the Made You Look, the ultimate not quite on the not quite on the mark. However, with those beads still down, didn't really matter. Hobbsy looking for another kill here. Sidon trying to get the slow and save his solo laner, however, not going to happen. Hobbsy going to be going down. That's the 4th kill going the way of Vyse Nation. Patricia in a lot of trouble here. Hopefully rotation will be coming from Vyse to save him. However, it looks like it's not going to be happening. Just going to do as much damage as he can and delay them as much as possible while Vyse starts up the Gold Fury over on the left side. Patricia not at all unhappy that he's killing so much time over here. The minions are coming, and it looks like this is going to spell the end of Aya's Patricia. Sidon able to pick up that kill, however, that did leave Vyse Nation open to grab that Gold Fury. Very well played by them and very intelligently played. Vyse Nation doing good right now. They definitely look very in tune right now. It doesn't really matter what's going on in this dual lane. The rest of the map is clicking for them. Having Patricia stall 2 members of the Inhumans over on the right side while they start up the Gold Fury over the left is just an intelligent call and understanding that the objective is overall worth much more than Patricia's life. I also expect to see rotation to go safe. I might also think multiple kills could have happened, but still. Going back to these stalemates, however, 4-1 Vyse Nation after getting that Gold Fury are now at a 1,000 plus gold lead, which is very, very good for them. Being that the Inhumans are pretty well known for being such a solid team and need to get to where the fight's happening. Black Bullet in a lot of trouble. Big combinations coming out from the Inhumans. He's going to be looking for the ultimate to get himself out. Black Bullet looks like he's going to be falling. However, the ultimate not going to save him. Potty Racer able to get himself on the board. Sidon in a bit of trouble right now. God's Hitman going to be helping peel him away from the enemy team. Sir Hobbsy there responding as well. However, the damage from the Ravana, Aya's Patricia doing the best he can to try and give more kill potential onto Sidon, but not going to quite happen. Still pushing the issue is Vyse. Not able to find the stunner to anybody significant. Sidon going to be able to get out of this one nice and easy. Still, lots of skirmishes going on. God's Hitman not afraid right now to be going in and trying to look for a stun to set up his team. However, nobody was really there to follow up with anything significant. Sidon still low on health, and your mid laner trying to just get him safe and keep him farmed. Only sitting about half of his mana pool right now. He wants to be able to stay out of the base as long as possible to get as much gold as he can to start getting these rings online and get him online. Just helping out the right lane right now is Sidon. Thank you to the viewers who are currently watching. Very happy that you guys are tuning in and supporting. Shout out to me for casting. Still, Vyse Nation came to play. 4-2 isn't, you know, the biggest game, but I mean, there's been some action and lots of thoughtful plays by both teams so far, especially Vyse making that Gold Fury play, but not any worse for wear is Inhumans getting the Oracles again. Vyse Nation doing a good job of securing these neutral Harpies as well. Farm is the name of the game for both teams right now. Portal Demon going to be called by the Inhumans. I think that's a ward from Vyse right at their feet, so that's going to cause them to respond to that. God's Hitman going to be taking a lot of damage right there. The Whoop going to be good to keep Astro Kitty off of him. However, God's Hitman taking lots and lots of damage. Is Patricia able to get the last hit onto that one. Sidon going to be the next victim here, and Black Bullet able to secure the kill onto him. A 5 versus 3 advantage right now for Vyse Nation. Both of their hunters are over in the left lane, so only 2 characters of the Inhumans are available to respond to their call to start this Portal Demon and see if they can't get a bunch of gold back to their pockets. Hobbsy going to be trying to make the play there. Not sure if they were actually able to steal it. Hobbsy able to make the play there to grab that Portal Demon, and Is Patricia going to be in a bit of trouble here. Hobbsy low on health. God's Hitman is there. Patricia, one more hit's going to do it. The ultimate's going to be there from him. However, Potty Racer able to grab that and going to peel for himself. Astro Kitty not going to be able to get that kill. However, it's going to spell doom for him. Double kill. Potty Racer making the plays on Freya, saving the Inhumans from impending disaster, as well as Hobbsy able to secure that Portal Demon and keep that landslide from ensuing. Even in gold right now is the Inhumans and Vyse Nation. I think the Hobbsy and Potty Racer making hot plays in that mid lane, as well as that solo. Dawn spawned back and already back to being a presence. That mid tower going to be falling. Big ultimate coming out from Upgrade, only going to keep Dark Mantle out of commission. If anybody responds to this, possibly Mercury ult, this could spell his doom. However, it looks like he's going to be safe for now. Not quite enough damage out of the Centaurus from Upgrade only. Grouping up over in the right lane. Looks like they're just counter warding at the Fire Giant right now. Dawn taking lots of harass damage from Soggy Taco. 4 members of Vyse Nation are there to respond to them. Sidon not going to get hit by the ultimate from Soggy Taco. However, Soggy Taco able to get the kill onto him anyways. Double kill for the mid laner of Vyse Nation, Sir Hobbsy. The only one there, and very intelligently making the call to himself to get the hell out and not get himself killed as well. 2 kills for Soggy Taco on the Thoth, getting himself on the board. Gold Fury probably going to be the call here from Vyse. I think without the full team from Inhumans, your response isn't going to be strong enough to try and defend it. And the offense from Vyse Nation chunking Potty Racer right now that harasses too much. And in a lot of trouble is the remaining 3 members from the Inhumans. Ultimate from Potty Racer coming through. Dealing some pretty good damage. Upgrade only going to get the shot onto him to get the kill, and Soggy Taco able to pick up Hobbsy. 1 member from the Inhumans was standing. Sidon and God's Hitman both still standing. Dark Mantle able to get the snipes to grab Soggy Taco. He won't live any longer to bring more terror onto the team. However, the Gold Fury is still up. 4 versus 3. Vyse still has a slight advantage here if they want to push the issue. However, happy just to grab those oracles and get out. Nothing Inhumans can really do right now to get a couple more kills for their end. Vyse Nation just splitting up and going back into the farm game. However, in the mid lane, Astro Kitty got pretty low, but again, no kill. Vyse Nation just made a mistake there. Astro Kitty shouldn't be getting caught out like that and trying to give up kills, especially with the slight lead that they have. Only to a tune of 100 gold. Vyse, it's actually a lot closer than I thought it was. That Gold Fury would have put them in a higher lead. However, it's still only about a 100 gold difference right now. Potty Racer, actually, everybody's pretty even. The difference is going to be in, let's see, who's out farming? Look at all the numbers. Everybody's pretty much even. There's a 300 gold difference between the junglers, but there's about a 500 gold difference between the hunters as well, so you could see where the small differences are happening, but overall both teams are still pretty close. Definitely want to see Potty Racer continue to be successful on this Freya in the mid lane using the Shaman's Ring, which with its new passive gives him 10% damage after he deals 100 damage to enemy gods 50 times. So going to be seeing him stack that up very quickly, especially with that pulse damage coming through as often as it is. Not going to be long until we see that fully stacked. No problem there. I actually didn't see it, but that right side tower fell as well. Inhumans may be down a few kills. However, objective-wise, they have 2 tier 1 towers. Vyse are a little bit weak in that aspect. However, both teams are still swinging pretty hard, item-wise, experience-wise, and they're both pretty well even in levels. Hobbsy a little bit ahead of his opposition, but at the same tune, the Hunter and the mid laner are both a level behind Vyse. Black Bolt are going to be taking some decent damage there. No real engagement happened quite yet. Astro Kitty using his ultimate, his or her ultimate to try and help his team out as much as he can. Hobbsy's going to be in a bit of trouble here. The ultimate could come through from Vyse, or the ultimate could come through from Black Bolt Knight to pick up the kill. However, nothing going to happen quite yet. God's Hitman trying to set up any kills for his team as well. Just big fights going on all around. No kill potential quite yet. Just beating each other down to seeing who can get the kill. However, a solo kill happening. Upgrade only able to run down Dark Mantle over in the left side. Going to be giving a numbers advantage over to Vyse for at least now. God's Hitman not really in any trouble. They didn't have any follow-up for that stun other than the harass that Thoth provides, but their tier 1 tower over in the left side is going to start going to be run down by upgrade only. Sagitako able to pick up Hobbsy. God's Hitman able to avoid the ultimate from Sagitako. Astro Kitty in a bit of trouble now. The damage from Freya again going to send him back to the well. Astro Kitty playing way too reckless. Sidon gonna get run down in the mid lane. 13-7 right now for Vyse Nation. Black Bullet not gonna get away. Potty Racer with another double kill this game. Patricia could pay with his life as well if they're not careful, but Potty Racer looking like he might get taken out here. The harassment Sagitako going to be too much, and he didn't have those cooldowns up fast enough. That is almost a sweep for Vyse Nation. This first tower doesn't stand a chance. Good to see Vyse doing so well against the Inhumans and not letting what the Inhumans are get to their head, just playing to their strengths and doing very, very well and playing as smart as they can. The Gold Fury going to be the call from them. They have a couple, in fact, there's 4 members of Inhumans that are still up right now. Dark Mantle trying to go for the ultimate to make a play, but the Gold Fury with Dark Mantle's ultimate down, I don't think there's any chance of them being able to stop Vyse Nation. If they want to do a full commit here, I think they definitely could take out a couple members of the Inhumans and start pushing this Gold Fury issue again, but opting just to back out and not risk anything right now, which the smart play is usually the right play. Still, the Inhumans, they're not down by too much, only down by about 1,500 gold in their own respects. Not a big deal for them right now in Game 1, and I think both teams are pretty satisfied with their performance. However, Potty Racer, you definitely want to take away that Freya from him. The character is performing to such a high level right now, and putting it on somebody who's competent with the characters, pretty strong overall. Hobbsy going to be in a bunch of trouble over on this right side. The Ohm going to be enough to silence them out long enough so Hobbsy can get his ultimate out. The healing going to be coming through from him. Black Bullet a little bit too low to try and stick in there to absorb as much damage as he can, trying to kill Hobbsy. Hobbsy going to be able to get out of that fight, and Black Bullet's going to have to go back to the base, and it'll be a couple seconds, but he'll be right back in it. So no loss from Vyse Nation. However, not Vyse Nation, they did use that frenzy there. However, they did get the ultimate from Hobbsy, so not all is lost. Counter ward on the Gold Fury. Keeping vision on that as well. The gold is going to start becoming very irrelevant here in the next few minutes as everybody starts getting their last few items online. It's going to be that Fire Giant that the teams are looking for. Sidon's so deep in the jungle right now. God's Hitman is there to respond and bail him out of the bad positioning that he was just in. Not a big problem. I don't think they really spotted it or tried to punish him for it anyways. Sagitako taking a little bit of poke. Black Bullet charging up his ultimate. Tried to see, wanted to see if Sidon would play a little too recklessly and he could punish him for that, but nothing going to come out of it, so no harm, no foul. Dark Mantle is just doing the best he can to stay afloat over in dual lane. He's not very far behind upgrade only, but with his tower down and his tower still, with Dark Mantle's towers down and upgrade only's tower still standing, Dark Mantle wants to be able to push down the lane and grab that tower and open himself up to rotating around. However, with the lead that upgrade only has, he's just been getting harassed this entire game, and it's been really hard for him to push up against the clear that Chiron provides, and it's pretty hard to counter. You can't really miss the clears, so as much as Dark Mantle is capable of doing against Chiron. He can only do so much. Ultimate coming out of Astro Kitty, I think trying to get everybody to encourage their ultimates. Black Bullet going to come in and hit too. Sidon might be going down here. The shell came through a little late so far. It's just one kill. Body Racer going to go down, as well as God's Hitman. Double kill for a double kill for I is Patricia. If I could hover on the correct person, not a whole lot going on. Upgrade only able to pick up Dark Mantle as well. Grouping up a little late there, and that's going to be a Portal Demon call for Vyse Nation, and the lead is starting to get a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger at a time. Hobbsy is there to try and defend the Thorns from him, going to keep him alive a little bit longer. However, I don't think his health is going to be enough to keep him in it. Deicide, Inhumans are going to be sitting in the well for a little bit longer, watching Vyse Nation grab this Portal Demon, and most likely the Fire Giant right after, if that is the call they want to go for. And it is Fire Giant who's going to be started up, and the damage is there for Vyse Nation to burn this down before Inhumans are able to respond to it. 40%, 35, 25. First Fire Giant of the game going for Vyse Nation. Game 1 heavily going into their hands right now. Inhumans have 3 towers still standing and a lot more game left in them. However, Vyse Nation have been playing this so well. Going to be important for Vyse Nation to start grouping up, win another fight, and start pushing these towers down as good as they have been. There are still 4 towers standing from the Inhuman side, so they have a lot more objective play to go, and another Gold Fury to get, most likely, if they want to start solidifying their lead and pushing forward faster and faster. Grouping up around the Gold Fury now is both teams. Sidon trying to make a play on Usagi Taco, however, no kill going to be happening quite yet. Usagi Taco dropping awfully low. Sidon actually able to pick up the kill. And a lot of trouble now is Vyse Nation, a little scattered in that fight. However, Potty Racer going to start getting a lot of damage done to him. Black Bullet able to pick that one up, and Sidon as well as God's Hitman both getting caught out. Black Bullet with a double kill, and not dropping the issue right now is Vyse Nation. Going on to Dark Mantle now, who unfortunately decided to walk into that one a little late. Black Bullet able to get a triple kill out of this one, and instead of going for the Gold Fury, it's all about the towers now. Every single one of you gets 300 gold if you do it, so may as well ignore the Gold Fury and go for it. Now the Tier 2 going to be the target for Vyse Nation right now. Inhumans not winning these fights, and it's definitely starting to pay with these objectives starting to fall. The Titan getting weaker and weaker. Sidon hovering around the jungle, going to see if he can't make a play. Just going to shield and dash out. Take the safe route. They are pretty ahead. That left tower also going to be going down. That's another Tier 2 for Vyse Nation, and that's a lot of gold for all of them as well. They're going to be going back to base with pretty well-lined pockets and have a lot of items back online by the time they get back out, and the Gold Fury going to be run down by them as well. So much damage from Vyse Nation. That Gold Fury didn't stand a chance. Already sitting at an almost 10,000 gold lead, Vyse Nation has full control of this game. Soggy Taco has been doing so well on the Thoth, and I think taking that from Potty Racer was a pretty big factor. Over Potty Racer on that Freya has been huge for the Inhumans, accrediting 6 out of the 9 kills and being involved with 8 out of the 9 kills. Potty Racer has shown up, and they know for sure if they need something to rely on with the Freya, it's going to be that. However, I would not be surprised if Vyse Nation wanted to take the Freya out of his hands and not give Inhumans any chance of having a playmaker on their god. With no Fire Giant, no Gold Fury, just grouping up around the mid lane in that right jungle, I think a fight's going to ensue pretty soon, but That right lane is where I would be if I was Vyse Nation. Start putting some pressure on that tier 1 tower and force Inhumans to make a mistake trying to defend it. Black Bullet used the ultimate to start to try and catch Sir Hobbsy out of position, only going to chunk out about a third of his HP, and he has that HP 5 online right now to start regenerating that health. However, not that HP 5, the potions online to start regenerating that health. Or Sir Hobbsy not any worse for wear right now. However, that first tower going to be going down. Vyse Nation able to grab that one. Sidon getting the ultimate onto Ice Patricia. Ice Patricia moving slow as molasses. Not going to be able to get the kill quite yet. However, Dark Mantle able to pick it up with the first shot of his ultimate. Double kill for Dark Mantle. Things not looking good for Vyse Nation right now. Soggy Taco getting a massive ultimate, taking Potty Racer right out of this fight, and that's going to give Vyse Nation a big advantage right now, not having the main player for Inhumans online. Upgrade only going to try and get a kill. Soggy Taco actually going to be able to, Sidon able to knock out Soggy Taco. It's only 2 for 4 right now. Vyse Nation not in the advantage right now. Upgrade only and Astro Kitty are gonna have to make a pretty hot play to bail themselves out of this. However, Astro Kitty walking further and further into danger right now, able to get the root onto Sidon to get a little bit more distance, but I don't think it's going to be enough with Sir Hobbsy coming around the corner. Going to get a little bit of CC, get the slow Sidon. Few more auto attacks should do it. Astro Kitty going to go down. Sidon able to get himself on a killing spree, and that was a very well done fight from the Inhumans to keep them in the game a little bit longer at least. Portal Demon going to be started by Dark Mantle and going to be running it down as fast as he can. The damage from the Ganesha ultimate going to help burn it down, and that's going to be a Portal Demon for the Inhumans. And with the Fire Giant spawning just then, having that portal with that extra mobility and extra utility is definitely good for them if they use it correctly. Dark Mantle, unfortunately, not going to quite get caught out. There were a bunch of members of Vyse Nation walking through that jungle, and had he walked in probably a couple seconds later, he would have been caught, but still. Just hovering around the Fire Giant right now. Both teams looking at it, knowing if they get it, they could probably start making a Titan push. But with only 2 towers standing for Inhumans, Vyse Nation are primed to play it a little bit safer if they need to. They have that luxury of having the extra towers up, keeping their Titan pretty safe, at least for now, if they do make a mistake and get decided or potentially lose a few extra members of their team. Black Bullet 9 trying to make a play onto Sidon, able to get it. Ultimate's coming out of Vyse Nation, going to secure that kill. That tier 1 tower going down, and now it's 5 members of Vyse Nation pushing on the right side. Hobbsy going to be the target, and I don't think he has enough health in his pool to get himself out of that one. Black Bolt able to pick that one up as well. On their heels right now is the Inhumans. A big ultimate coming out of Soggy Taco. Dark Mantle didn't stand a chance against that. God's Hitman trying to peel out for Potty Racer. However, Black Bullet, I don't think he has the damage quite online. A couple more shots will do it if he can land it, but Potty Racer not able to grab that. Slivers of health on the side of Vyse Nation. However, no kills for them right now, unfortunately. Soggy Taco tried to make a cheeky play right there, but wasn't able to grab it. The tier 2 tower going to fall. Vyse Nation able to make a really good push in that right lane there to further their lead, and as soon as they get back to that base and start finishing off their builds, they're going to be a force to be reckoned with. Inhumans also have been doing super well. Not going to be long until the rest of the Inhumans have spawned back in, but the way Vyse is playing it, I think the Inhumans need to clean up their team fights and not get caught out so much. Soggy Taco has been so big with those ultimates that it's been so hard for the Inhumans to respond to that when their squishies are so susceptible to getting nailed by it and instantly going back to base. Vyse was able to grab the Gold Fury. I wasn't quite watching, but they were able to slow down that Gold Fury and get themselves a little bit more, a little further in the lead in gold anyways, but not the biggest priority right now. It's late enough in the game. Sidon taking a bunch of damage from Soggy Taco. Not going to quite get punished, but the poke was valuable at least. Grouped up as 5, Vyse Nation not looking at the Fire Giant right now, going to be trying to make a play onto the Phoenix. However, Potty Racer forced to use his ultimate. His HP pool dropped very quickly. Black Bolt 9 going to be looking to get the play and is going to be able to pick up Potty Racer in that backline. Big fight happening at this Phoenix right now. The Phoenix Not quite going to go down, however. God's Hitman going to go down. Patricia able to pick that one up. Black Bolt 9 going to be the first to fall from Vyse Nation, however. Sir Hobbs able to give himself a double kill, but Soggy Taco able to pick up Dark Mantle. So far, a 3-for-2 trade right now. Hobbsy trying to push the issue in the mid lane. Soggy Taco in a bit of trouble here. Hobbsy and Sidon could both definitely delete his health pool if they wanted to. The Age is going to come through, but not going to be enough. Soggy Taco going to be going down. Sidon able to get the third kill for his team out of that fight, and right now it's just 2-for-2 standing in the mid lane. The Fire Giant is the next point of contention. I think Vyse knows they need to get that Phoenix push. Probably would have been a lot more successful if they had that sustain as well as that extra objective damage. That would have helped them burn that down a lot faster. But even then, I'm not sure if they would have won it being 5 versus 5 right now. Both teams aren't far from each other in levels, experience, and gold. So you have to be much more careful if you are Vyse. Inhumans really aren't behind anymore. All of them are sitting at full build except for a couple of their members, and even then it's not the biggest difference in the world. Sidon looking like he's going to be almost caught out there. The Ohm from God's Hitman going to be good enough to keep him out of any further danger. Counter-warding each other right now, trying to get advantage in vision so they can make a play off of the Portal Demon or the Fire Giant. Big plays happening in the back line. Sidon trying to look for Soggy Taco right now, and he's able to grab it. That's going to be the first kill of the team fight. Hobbsy, however, in a bunch of trouble here. The ultimate from him is going to be good, and it might be enough to keep him alive just a little bit longer. Hobbsy going to remain alive as long as he can. Sidon in a lot of trouble over in the right side, however. Ultimate from Potty Racer going to do lots and lots of damage. Upgrade only, in a lot of trouble here. Probably going to be going down here. One more ability is going to do it. Hobbsy on a killing spree. Potty Racer able to grab the third member of Vyse, and now this game looking like it's in the Inhumans' hands. The tier 2 tower from Vyse Nation going to be targeted and taken out. Looks like the Fire Giant is going to be the next call for them. Getting to late game, having a Freya as well as a Rama in their late game stages at level 20. Both of them are, so this Fire Giant going to be helping their late game out a lot more, and I doubt that Vyse Nation is going to have an answer to them individually. If Soggy Taco keeps on getting taken out by Sidon early, I see every single fight going the way of the Inhumans if they play it correctly. However, still anybody's game, but losing that Fire Giant really is a heartbreaker for Vyse Nation, knowing that the game was going so well for them. The tier 2 tower going to be targeted by the Inhumans. It absolutely melted. So much penetration from Dark Mantle with a Titan's Bane. Going to mow that down almost immediately. Haven't seen Bloodforge come out very often on Hunters, opting for the Bloodforge instead of a Devourer's Gauntlets. That 75 power, definitely something you really want when you go for a non-crit build. The tier 1 on the left side going to fall, and the tier 2 is the next target for them. So every single tower from Vyse Nation probably going to be down after this push from the Inhumans, and Vyse Nation not responding well to it, and they seem to have lost all the swagger and advantage that they had with both teams pretty much at full build. This is really tough for either team to get any true advantage out of these fights. Just awkward standoffs going on all across the map. Looking at the Gold Fury over and left, just looking for whatever they can grab right now to further any sort of lead, or to give themselves as much gold as they can to go back to base. With still those 3 Phoenixes are pretty much the target right now, and with no fights happening and no aggressive calls or risky calls being made, I guess that's pretty much all you can do is grab whatever objective is available, spend your gold, and try to come back swinging. All the power potions being used by Inhumans right now. This next fight's going to be a lot of damage, being that they're so volatile because of the potions they have just popped. So curious to see how the Inhumans are going to play this one out to make sure that nothing goes to waste for them. They still have a little bit longer on that Fire Giant, so want to use that to its maximum potential while you still got it. Big fight already started. Inhumans initiating this one. The ultimate from Sagi Taco not going to be on the mark. Lots of damage from both teams right now. Potty Racer, God's Hitman, actually looks like he's going to be the first one to fall. Astro Kitty going to be getting himself a kill. However, that Phoenix does fall, so the fight is not lost. Potty Racer so low on health and all by himself, going to be able to get the whoop onto Astro Kitty. Sidon is there to back up his mid laner. The lifesteal is huge. Potty Racer bursting himself back up in HP. Astro Kitty going to be the one to fall. 1-for-1 right now overall in the fight, plus a Phoenix going the way of the Inhumans. So Vyse Nation definitely on their heels right now and need to be careful about how they're playing this. Ultimate upgrade only, trying to find the kill on the Sidon, not going to be able to land the damage, so that's an ultimate down from Vyse Nation with this Portal Demon Fire Giant skirmish coming up. Big damage from the Inhumans, going to burst down the Portal Demon. Unfortunately, Sagi Taco able to slip in there and get the steal, taking it away from the Inhumans. Good play by him to stay very reserved in what he was using. Didn't need to use the ultimate there. Only needed to use the first shot from his clear and take that Portal Demon away from Vyse Nation, giving them that extra bit of mobility. Ultimate for Black Bolt, not going to be on the mark. So laggy right now for me. It'll clear up in just a second, though. Black Bolt able to get the first kill out of that particular skirmish. Finally cleaning up here. 1-for-1 so far. Sidon in a lot of trouble there. Vyse Nation able to pick up another kill. Looking like this fight's going their way right now. Only Hobbsy, Mantle trying to get the snipes to get a kill there, but not going to happen. Potty Racer trying to get the kill onto Sagitaka right now. The ultimate out of him going to be there. 3 shots. Gonna miss 2 of them, actually. A couple more auto attacks should do it. Sagitaka gonna pick up Dark Mantle. Sagitaka hopefully not gonna get out of this one, and he isn't Hobbsy able to pick that one up after Potty Racer misses a couple of key abilities there, but even if it did lose Dark Mantle, he did take out Sagitaka for 65 seconds, so not the worst trade. Unfortunately, Dark Mantle did go down there. Just closely guarding that Phoenix until it respawns. The Fire Giant hasn't been started by the Inhumans yet, so they're not worried about defending that quite yet. However, looking like they're probably going to be going for it now. All the members of Vyse are in mid lane. They have their solo laner over in the right jungle, but Patricia only taking a little bit of damage, but nothing really coming out of it. The Fire Giant isn't contention. However, this Phoenix did just spawn in the mid lane, so they want to be careful of not getting backdoored and losing that Phoenix again by a member of Inhumans. But everybody's grouped up in the jungle and grabbing a damage buff, so no problems so far for Vyse Nation. A lot of damage on the Fire Giant so far. God's Hitman going for the ultimate onto it and going to be trying to confirm it. Is Inhumans going. Inhumans able to get the Fire Giant there and give themselves the advantage that they need right now. Astro Kitty going to be the one that's caught so far back. Sidon, however, trying to do as much damage as he can up in their faces. Not going to work out very well for him. However, Dark Mantle able to pick up the kill onto Astro Kitty and going up into the air looking for the snipes. Upgrade only going down. Double kill for Dark Mantle. Sagitaka going to be the next to fall. Potty Racer on a killing speed. Black Bullet trying to stop the bleeding as much as he can. Patricia going to be the only one standing for Vyse Nation right now, unfortunately for them. Hungry Inhumans are coming down the right lane. The middle Phoenix going to be the initial call for them. God's Hitman taking that one up happily, looking like this is going to be the end of the game. Vyse Nation, unfortunately, had a big spill. Had a big spill in the team fight. However, the damage coming through from the Inhumans is going to be much too much for Patricia to stop game 1 after starting out in a slippery slope. Inhumans able to pick up the first game. Good job by the Inhumans. 1-0 right now. Vyse Nation going to be fighting back from a deficit in the next game. I'll be back soon.